Hi friends, it's Allison. Welcome back to AJ's Inspired Life. Welcome if you're new. I want to talk about my challenge that I'm doing to myself, and everyone is included, and it is the Item of the Month challenge. And I started it a few months ago, and I am trying to include a supply or what do you call it? Like a something in my thing. Oh my gosh, like when you emboss something. What is that called? Um, I want to try and use my stash, okay, with things that I don't normally reach for my daily journal. I have been creating, scrapbooking, journaling for many, many, many years, and my brain still tends to kind of keep things in separate compartments, if you will. So I have scrapbook paper in one place, I have art journaling things in another place, and I have my daily journal things like around me, but I often don't reach for certain items. So the whole premise was just to use my stuff and challenge me to like think a little bit differently about what I'm going to include on my daily pages. Okay, all that being said, if you want to go see what the other choices are or were or have been, there's a playlist below for Item of the Month. I've been doing it like 5 months now. It's been fun. It's been challenging. It's been hard. But it's definitely done what I wanted to do. And that's like to get me to think a little bit differently and use my stash. Okay. All of that to be said, this month's prompt that I pulled randomly is words. And so I want to include words on every page of my daily journal. Now that seems like a no-brainer, but I wanted to explain a little bit about what I meant by that for me. Now, I can show you, I happen to have my August journal right here. And obviously I put words on every page because I like write on every page, right? But this would be a great example of a page that I would consider like where I didn't include a word. Okay. Now this does have a word right there, I guess. So I did include one, but for the most part, sometimes it's hard. And again, anything could be a word. So I wanted to talk about what I meant for me for my challenge. Okay. So where do I put this journal? Let's put it away. I have a few different places where I keep words. Interesting, I know, right? Okay, I happen to have a basket of just words. So I've separated out some things. These are like kind of chip art, I guess. Here's stickers. And I made a conscious decision a while ago to like separate this from my sticker basket, because I felt like if I wanted a word, I didn't want to have to dig through 3 or 4 different things. I wanted them kind of all in one place. So there's stickers in here. There's, like I said, chipboard. There are also printables. Okay, so if the printables, here's a scrapbook piece of paper that has words on it. If the printable is just words, I went ahead and popped it in this basket because I just felt like if I wanted it to have a title or kind of like a catchy phrase, if you will, or something, I don't know, this is where I would look for it. I'm not going to remember that these words are in that pack of scrapbooking paper for that theme or that month or, you know, whatever. Okay, so I started popping them all in one, what used to be a file folder. And again, if you're new, welcome. If you're not new, you know I'm trying out a basket system instead of my file folders. But this used to all be in my Word folder. Okay, so this is the first thing I thought, like I want to use this basket and I don't normally reach for it. Part of the reason I don't normally reach for it is because there's lots of words in other places, right? But like that sheet, I don't know where to put this. And so putting it with other things that just have words on it made sense to my brain. Okay, here's some quotes. Yeah, okay, so this is the first thing that I have in mind when I want to use words. Okay, here's a prompt from last year that's just stamped. And I can tell you, I don't think I'll be using it this month just because of size, right? Here's a printable, again, just words on it, okay? So this is like the first thing I want to try and like look through or go to when I'm making my pages, and try to use up some of these words. Now, gosh, September only has 30 days in it, and am I going to use my whole basket? Of course not, okay? But I want to get my brain used to looking for words, okay? So let's talk about where else I might look for words. I went through this very quickly when I pulled the prompt. I have words on other things like washi tape. So, and I want to share this with you because I know a lot of people, when I pull my prompts, are kind of like, ooh, I don't know if I have any of that. And I think words is literally the easiest one on the list because they're everywhere, right? You could, of course, write your own words. That would make sense, right? But I want to try and use things that have words on them, okay? That's, I guess, a clearer picture of it, okay? The other thing that has words on it, obviously, are like cut aparts, like we saw on that sheet. So a lot of my journaling cards have words on it. Okay, so I could use these. That's not exactly what I had in mind. Again, I had my basket in mind, and I'm going to show you two other things, okay? The next thing I've been saving is this beautiful book that I got in Happy Mail from Jennifer last year. And I think I've used one or two things out of it. I think I put these things in. This is the most amazing book. And I actually just like to look at it, to be frank with you. I like to go through the pages. Anyway, she painstakingly went through and cut out all these different things. And they're in here. And I want to challenge myself to use them. And so I want to regularly go through this book. Now I'm going to pull this because we went to the movie today. Like, here's sailing and calm. And as much as I don't want to use these, I'm working very hard on my word of the year, and that is release. And it's multifaceted, right? But part of it is releasing some of my stash, knowing it's going where it's supposed to go, and I don't have to hoard it, okay? So this book is filled with words that have already been cut out for me and given to me with the intent that they get used. And so I definitely want to reach for this. And I think, like, even if I just go through it kind of on a weekly basis ahead of time and say, I think this is going to apply. Gosh knows we don't glue anything in until it actually happens, right? I don't know. I just think this is magical. I love just looking at it. So, this is the second place that I consciously want to look for words to go in the pages of my journal this month, okay? All right, so that's the second thing. And I love that she left the sticker on it for me. And I have looked and looked and looked and looked, and I have never found one. And I honor this so much. I'm actually putting it inside of my word basket, so it's in my word basket. Please excuse the noise upstairs. I don't have my headphones in. Okay. I wanted to show you the other thing I have, and this is a drawer, obviously, and it's tagged words, okay? So when I go through my magazines, cut out words, obviously. Now, I recently just did a harvest a day ago or whatnot. I'm not too sure when the videos will post, okay? But I went ahead and found, lots of words. So mental health, a good seed, transform, inspired, a day in the life, wellness. Okay. I used to kind of do these by size. I really want to use that one this week, so I'm not going to put it in here. I don't know a better way to do this. If you guys have a better way that you organize magazine cutouts, specifically words, please let me know. for me, it just seemed like size was a logical fit. This one's way too big and I have to cut it down. But this is the other thing. I'm not using these. And so I want to use them. Okay. So, yeah, I want to show you what I have. And let's see, that I made a separate little envelope just for those. But I don't know the best way to keep these because you almost need to go through them. I thought, now see, these I cut out. These are cut aparts from a scrapbook sheet. This may or may not be the best place for these, but I don't think they go into the scrapbook paper pad anymore because they'll fall out. So, create opportunities. I don't know. I just really, I know when I cut this out, banana. All right. Oh, you guys, my husband's cooking and it just smells delightful. I can smell the barbecue. This says body and health. I would probably cut out the and just have it say body health. I don't know. Good. These came out of a bag. This was a bag of food, like a to-go bag from somewhere. Anyway, so I want to try, oh my gosh, yeah, see, I want to try and use my words up because I've enjoyed cutting them out and did it with the intent of using them. And maybe some of them don't apply anymore. I'm not too sure, but I certainly have a lot. So if you guys, again, have a theory or you have a working system, let me know. I recently changed kind of my organizational system and I don't know, I might go back, and it's funny how many of you are like, oh no, I totally am like you with the first like folder system. And some of you were like, nope, I'm a drawer girl. These, I think I just got, I love these. They go like stuff like this. Okay. So this is what I have in here and I need to organize it a little bit better, but I have a whole drawer of what I would consider words. Those actually need to lay flat or the drawer won't close. I just thought that was so powerful. Now that could go in a magazine drawer. Also, I have a whole drawer of just magazine pictures, but anyway, it's in here. Okay. Let's talk about, anything else. There's words everywhere. So I want everyone to just like book pages have words. This would all count. It could be a quote. It could be something you pull out of just anything. There's words everywhere. So let's just look. I happen to have a Happy Mail drawer here that came. Here's a card with, words on it. There's also paper in here. Here's more cut aparts. There's all sorts of words. If we like, music sheets technically have words. This is not what I had in mind necessarily for me, but I want everyone to know, like, there's literally no rules. It's the only purpose is to use our stash. That's why, now see, I might use that because, our kinders start tomorrow. But without this challenge, I may not be going through this box right now, kind of looking for examples of words, right? Here is words. So I just want everyone to know that there's so many options for words. If you have not been playing along and you want to play along, I think this is a great way and a super easy one. I know some of them have been difficult, especially for every day, especially for 30 or 31 days. And so I think just including words on your page, like on some sort of ephemera, if you will, is easy, like words, right? Even just grabbing a couple journal cards, words. Okay, now I have one other little pile, I think, that I brought down to just show you. Oh, those are not going to fit back in there. Why not? 1 second, please. 1 second. Oh, because, okay. A card got folded over and then the others wouldn't fit in the drawer. Oh my goodness, my husband is like going back and forth. All right, these were some images I cut, like this giant thing of money I'm definitely using. These were other words I cut out of magazines this upstairs this week. So update, relax, thank you, how to survive sad. September 16th is going like on that page, obviously. There's a truck. Words. Okay, so this said like Farmers Market Day or something like that. And I just took out Market Day because we went to the grocery store today. Visit California. I'm going to California. So I'm going to put that. Those are words. So time for a new ride. Summer heat, like all of these. Okay. So just look at things in a different way. And again, I tend to cut out words thinking I was going to use them like in art journaling or definitely on my vision boards. But again, I normally only do a vision board once a year. And so then they don't, right? Oh my goodness. Then they don't like get used. So I have lots of words here. And oh, here's something else. Okay. You guys know I normally cut up or use my coffee bag when I'm done with it. Here's our coffee bag from today. So that would count, right? Again, not exactly what I had in mind for me because I have a bucket, literally, and a book and a drawer full of words. But in our daily ephemera gathering, you're going to find words also. So all of these would count, right? Auto buying. And then even on here, now, I brought down the whole bag. I was about to cut it out and I realized something. When I go and use ephemera from my day, so I use the last of these candles, or I move them to the drawer where they will get used. I took them out of the bag. I would probably, okay, my brain tells me, I would probably cut out, I don't want them all, and I don't even think I'm going to take one, but I would probably cut out the candle for my journal. Like if that was something I wanted to remember, okay, I would probably cut that out. But specifically for this month, I thought maybe I wouldn't cut that out and I would probably cut this out instead. So if I were going to document that, and I don't know if I will because I'm working with a very small journal, but we'll see. I could note that like I used the last of my tea lights today. Now again, it may or may not be something that I actually want to journal about, but I may choose to use the words as opposed to the picture. Or I could use both, of course, right? So just an idea, just kind of walking myself through it. I'm setting up my space. So my word bucket's on top. My stamp book that's filled with words is in that bucket right here on top. So it's the first thing I look at and grab. These, I think I'm going to rearrange my drawers that I just pulled out and move the word drawer to the top. So it's easy to access. Okay. Right now, this is my Happy Mail bucket and it's on the top. But I would maybe go through here, although I do have a Happy Mail prompt coming up. So, and this isn't all of my Happy Mail because I keep it in different places now, right? Because the store's full. And I'm also thinking after I do my Happy Mail prompt, it may be soon, it may be not for another year, I don't know. But I think I'll probably go through here and I don't know if I'm going to keep my Happy Mail together anymore because again, I would look for this like in stickers or in travel as opposed to Happy Mail. And so, I don't know, but things like this, it has a word, right? So it is so easy and so wide open. Figure out what might be a challenge for you. Not a challenge in a hard way, but like what would be most beneficial to you. If you want to play along, I'm just looking really quickly at like other things in here. If they have a word, there's a card that says Oklahoma. Figure out what might work for you and what you want to try and use or try to challenge yourself with. I think for me, the actual intention was to use all these cutouts that I have of words and all my sticker words. So, you know, these magazines, the ones in the book, and then my stickers. So I'm going to try to include something on every page. Okay. If I get in a pinch and I can't find a word, because I don't want to spend all day like trying to find a word that matches my page. If I get, you know, stuck and I don't have anything, I might choose to use a card that has something like generic on it, right? Or my washi tape that says like get it done or amazing, awesome, or something like that. Okay. But I think my original intent was to try and use some of these cutouts things that I have. Yeah, so that's it. I just wanted to tell you kind of where I was headed this month with it and kind of show you my stash, so to speak. I've kind of done that every month, sometimes at the beginning and sometimes at the end of the month. And so I just wanted to kind of show you what I had. Really quickly, here's my capsule for this month. Lots of Paris things. Making memories, those are words. Monday. But again, this isn't like exactly what I had in mind when I wrote the prompt of why I wanted to use words. Okay. So these are not necessarily what I want to use. These would certainly count, all of these words. So when we go and do Disney, we'll use some of those. Okay. All right. So that's kind of it for me. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know, like, are words something that you normally put in your journal? Again, titles or cutouts from, you know, magazines. Is that something you normally include? Like all of these amazing pieces of wonderment? Or is that not something you normally reach for? Or do you even have them in your stash that you need to use? If it's not something that you have in your stash and you're like, oh shoot, I don't have a magazine, I don't know where I'm going to find words. That's not the point at all. It's not to create more stuff. It's to use your stuff. So I hope that if you want to play along, I would love for you to join in. Please comment below. Please let me know. And I would love to hear about how it is for you. Because maybe we're just looking at our pages a little differently this month, or maybe we're trying to put a word to something. Sometimes we journal, but maybe there's a word that would capture that moment, right? And we could kind of title it or add it to our journaling, right? So I don't know. That's just my idea. I just put it in there because let's see, I want to pull this because I know I want to use this a certain month and I won't remember during that month that it's in here. So I'm pulling it right now. I don't know. That's just my idea. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you're playing along, and I would love to hear your thoughts on words and how you're going to include them in your journal this month. That's it for me, you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. Let's do September journaling. All right. I hope your days are going well, and I hope you find something today that inspires you. Take care.